Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the toy table for another unboxing and review. And today we have Poe Dameron's X Wing fighter. Wow. Poe Dameron's X Wing fighter. Big shout out to Michael over at Battlegrounds. He hooked me up with this, but this thing is wicked cool. Right there, check the box out. Now this is, I wish this actually was 6-inch, but it's 3 3/4, but that's okay. I'm cool with it. But there's the front of the box, back of the box, pretty much same thing. Nothing too fancy there. But what we'll do is we'll unbox it, and then I'm sure, well, I'm not sure. There may be some assembly required. I don't know. But first things first, we got to open the box. Let's get this thing opened up. Yeah, this is my first 3 3/4 vehicle. Yeah, first one. Looks like we got some instructions, another piece of paper. Let's see what else we got going on in here. You know what? It's already put together, it looks like. Right there. Let's see here. What do we got? Let's get the main box off. Okay, there is some assembly. There is some. I think that's it for the box. So when you get it, like I said, it comes with some instructions, and we also have right here. Now I'm curious because, hang on. All right, that must be the that must be them. Okay, the foils. Okay, first things first, we need an old unboxing knife. Cut this thing apart. It's definitely well packaged, I will tell you that. It looks amazing though. I can already tell you right now, this thing is weathered, and it's weathered nice. If you do not have this in your collection, I would probably highly suggest you get it, because just based on what I'm seeing right now, it is so worth it. All right, almost done. We got the main piece out. We're gonna put that right there. We do have a bag of parts right here, and we also have the blasters. Let's get them out. All right, we're almost done. All right, one more. There we go. We are officially done. Well, we're officially done after I get this last piece out. There we go. So that wasn't too terrible, right? That wasn't bad. All right, first things first, before we start putting everything together, we'll check it out. But like right here, I mean, this thing, it's a big piece. It's a big piece. But the weathering and everything on it it's great. It's absolutely, it's wonderful. Got a very good detailed cockpit. Got a spot for BB-8. I'm not sure. So as of right now, it appears, okay, so there are no figures that come with this. That's probably my one complaint. I think it should have come with Poe. I think it should have come with BB-8. Me personally. If you're going to sell a craft, then why not include, the pilot and the unit? Because I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Another piece, we got the nose cone that actually came with it, and it actually has some really good charred weathering right here. You know, re-entering the atmosphere, you're going to char things up. We also have 4 of these bad boys. That one actually, the detail on these is actually even really good. They did a really good job on the detail. Awesome. And we do have, it looks like we also do have some lettering. It's faint, but you can see it right there. I think that's R. Let me look here. So that's R, I think that's R2. That's R1. That should be L2 and L1. So we got the L's on the left side, the R's on the right side. We don't need that. We also have this bag of components here. We'll get this opened up. I'm telling you, more and more trying to get me to go down that 3 3/4 rabbit hole. I will say this for 3 3/4. They do vehicles. That's the one big complaint that I have with 6-inch figures is no vehicles. I mean, we've had the big TIE fighter, but you know. All right, so here's what we got. We got the 4 wing components right there. 2 orange and 2 blue. And we are going to look at the instructions. Okay, that seems to be pretty relatively straightforward. Relatively. All right, let's take a look. We're going to have some fun putting this thing together. That's for sure. Because the one thing I am noticing is, okay, there's that. There's that. There's that. Doesn't really go into a huge amount of detail on the whereabouts and the what ifs. But I'm actually really curious to see how this actually forms up. Da da da. I was curious if these actually had, and these don't, oh, the actual wing panels, they have really good weathering as well. So we do actually have where they separate. We're gonna figure this out together. We are going to figure this out together. Okay, okay, maybe. Maybe. I will tell you this. It's definitely, the instructions aren't as good as you would hope they would be. I'm just telling you that right off the bat. They are not. They should be a little bit better. They actually do not even... Okay, so we're doing this together, people. I am not cutting away from this video. We are going to learn this together. So I want you to see the struggles. The struggles are real. That's actually pretty cool. The weird thing about it is, okay, so, oh, okay, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. So it looks like that, and I'm just trying to make sure that I'm lining these up properly and that I'm thinking correctly on how this actually goes together. That does not go together that way, but it looks like it should. So it looks like we've got a top and bottom of, okay, okay. So it looks like we're actually doing a leading edge there. This would be a leading edge. And it's sort of interesting how this actually forms up. because that's, oh, wait a minute. It's all part about having toys, right? I will say this, the instructions could have been a little bit better. They actually could have been a little bit better. It's just one picture, and the picture truly does not make a whole lot of sense. But you know what? It's still fun. This is the fun part, right? Putting stuff together, trying to figure it out, doing it on a YouTube video. It's almost like, the weird part about this is it's almost like there needs to be another set of wings. That's the impression that I'm getting right now. But I know that is not the correct impression. I know it's not. So that's that. That's that. That makes sense. Yep. All right. So this is the leading edge. So we've got that figured out. So leading edge, where it's got the solid back right here, this indentation right here, that is the actual leading edges. So we know the leading edges go forward. And to me, it should slide in like this. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, like that. Oh, this is so much fun. It really, truly is. I dig stuff like this. I dig trying to figure things out. Leading edge, leading edge. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just basically eyeballing it, because like I said, the instructions that come with it aren't that great. They do not, they do not fully express what needs to be done. But I do know, based on what I've seen, because this one right here actually slid in on the top right here, and it seems, but this is the weird part, because we've got this smaller wing right here, and we got this wing here, and to me this almost is like one wing, but it's not. So, but it should be. To me, that would make a whole wing right there, like that. But for the life of me, that's all the wings that are in here. So why would they separate, but yet not? But you see what I'm saying? Like that right there, it looks like a full wing right there, because the indents and everything seem to work. All right, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I said we were going to go through this together, but we're already several minutes into this thing. I'm going to have to research this. But as soon as I find an answer, I'm going to tell you what it is. But right now, I'm not going to lie. I'm stumped. So I will see you in a bit. All right, so yeah. Here's where I was making my mistake when it came to putting this thing together. I was thinking that this flushed up somehow. It does not. Okay, so this is actually a whole lot simpler to put together than I originally thought. It's just my brain was thinking, hey, these need to flush up, but they don't. So basically, in a nutshell, you've got your leading edge here, leading edge. You basically just take it and slide it in. Wow, I feel really sort of like a little bit of a doofus right now. Is that I did not actually catch that, but boom, slides in like so, puts into place. Take the other wing, slide that bad boy in right there, and voila, we actually have our foils in place now. Right there. All right, so now let's get down to the nitty gritty here. The nose piece. Surely this actually will go on relatively easy. I'm looking, so I think the actual right there. So it should, voila, slide into place. I have not actually messed with the blasters yet. So I'm real curious on those right there. So we got an R1 and we've got R2. All right, so it looks like the R1's go on top and the L1 goes on top. Let's do the left first. L1, these should actually just snap into place. I say that humorously. They should. All right, there's that one. Flip it over. Pop this bad boy in. I would probably suggest put these on first, but you don't got to. It's entirely up to you. You build it however you want to build it. But there's one side right there. Voila. We'll flip it on over. And R2. Get it? R2. Pop that there. And R1 pops on like that. Voila. Oh, there we go. This is actually really, really cool looking. It actually, I dig it. I dig it a lot. So some of the other features on this particular piece, I showed you the open canopy. We also have this right here, the actual landing gear doors swing open. And you got a front landing gear. And I do like the fact this actually pivots right here. This is cool. That's actually really neat. I dig that. I was curious. It doesn't really like lock into place, but the cool thing about this that I can see with this pivoting front foot right here, you can put it on some uneven terrain, which is cool. We also have this door back here, and we also, which it actually has the ladder, which is awesome. Dig that. Dig it a lot. Underneath here, we actually have a couple of other compartment doors. And these are the landing gear pieces on the wings. They're a little, I'm not going to say tricky to get out. They're in there. But again, they have the adjustable. Matter of fact, these actually will pop off. But they actually have the adjustable feet as well. Don't panic. They just pop right back in. So there's that. Let's pop this other one out. It's got some great detail. Matter of fact, before I actually, if you notice right here, I mean, there's some great detail on this. On the landing gear. It looks really, really good. I'm going to cheat and pry that out a little bit. It's tight. It is tight. So basically in a nutshell, we got our landing gear. We got our ladder. Boom. This is cool. This is actually a really cool piece. I haven't seen anything in the instructions yet. I think that the instructions actually, the way they talk, it looks like a cover will come off to show the engine, and it does right there. Voila. So you got a nice detail on the engine right there. this is cool. This is a cool piece. And it just snaps right back in. The only complaint that I can see so far, right there, got the ladder. It just slides right back into this storage compartment, snaps right back in. Close that up, landing gear, folds up, doors shut. The only complaint I'm seeing right now, no pilot, no Poe, no BB unit. You got to buy it. Me personally, I think it should have came with it. The other thing that I'm not seeing is I wish there was an option to keep these extended. And I do not see anything in the instructions that allows that to happen. That's because, I mean, if you were going to display it like hanging like this, that's the way you'd want to display it. And I don't see any way, I've not read anything that allows this to actually lock into place like this. And to me, that is, if you were hanging this from your wall or ceiling, that is the pose, not this. You would definitely want to display it this way. So if you have one of these, I'm definitely going to do some research on it. If you do have one of these, if there's a way to actually just lock these foils into place, definitely leave me a comment, let me know. Because to me, that is that's a perk. And maybe it's just me, but like I said, that is the flight pose right there. And there's so much detail in between these wings that this is the way to display it. But yeah, apologies for the little lapse with the wing sections. Like I said, the instructions, this is it. That's it. And there's also references back here to a BB and an R2 unit, and there's references to a piece right here that I have not seen. I have not seen that piece that fits in here, and this is deep. This is literally that deep of a hole. So I don't quite, I understand this piece because this piece fits in to as a spacer, but I have not seen it. So another thing, leave me a comment. If you know about this right here, let me know. This is my first 3 3/4 vehicle. And as far as the detail goes, more than happy. More than happy. It is amazing. The weathering, the paint, everything is just, it's legit. I find it funny too that these wing sections actually are independent rotating. I mean, and that's sort of, I haven't quite figured out why yet. But see that, I mean, you can actually, the body is straight right now, and I'm just wiggling. So it's almost like it's loose, but it's not. But when you got them down like this, it still wiggles a little bit, but when they're actually like that, it's solid. But when you get into this sort of a no man's land, this whole center section rotates. But hey, I'm nitpicking right now. Biggest complaint, needs figures. I've got to go find a Poe Dameron now, and I got to find a BB. I've got a BB unit, but I got to figure out if he'll fit in this hole. I got to figure out what this little spacer piece, number one, why I don't have it, and locking the X foils. You know, that should lock into place. But that's it. I'm done. I'm not complaining anymore. and it's not complaints, it's just observations. If you have an opportunity to pick this up, I highly recommend you pick this up. It's worth it, especially if you're into Star Wars 3 3/4. I can't wait to photograph this. This is going to be really, really cool. And again, I'm going to have to make something to actually keep these open like that. But other than that, it's a great piece. It's a great piece. But that's going to be it for this unboxing review of the Poe Dameron X Wing fighter from the Rise of Skywalker. It's amazing. It's awesome. I love it. And once again, big shout out to Michael at Battlegrounds for hooking me up with this. He actually had some in his store, and I was able to find one and get it. So my first 3 3/4 vehicle. There we go. And I think this is a good choice. Now I need a TIE fighter. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Apologies for the lapse. Again, this is a long video, but this is a good figure, and I think it deserved it. But as always, you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it twice, you'll keep on hearing me say it. Always remember, toys refresh your soul, and I'll see you in the next video.